If you think astrology is just about learning who you are, you've been lied to. Most astrologers focus on describing your personality, your past, your emotions, basically a glorified mirror. But here's the truth. Astrology isn't meant to reflect on your life. It's meant to help you predict your next steps, simplify your decisions, and transform your life into something both mathematical and creative. In this video, I'm going to show you why everything you've been told about astrology is backwards, and how using it as a tool for timing and action, not just self-reflection, can make your life simpler, more aligned, and infinitely more successful. Now, I'm going to be honest, most astrologers are going to hate me for this, but I want to start with the problem. Most astrologers are people who are stuck in the past. They'll tell you about your sun sign, they'll tell you about your emotions, they'll tell you about your destiny, and what do they leave you with? A deeper understanding of yourself and no actual plan to change your reality. It's like being handed a map with absolutely no directions, no compass. Sure, you know where you are, but what's the point if you don't know where you're going next? Astrology isn't meant to leave you staring at your reflection. It's meant to be a compass, showing you the next steps to create the life you want. And if you're only using it to learn about yourself, you're missing out on 90% of its actual potential. Here's the truth. Astrology is a timing tool. It's not about labels or personality quizzes. It's about understanding cycles, predicting opportunities, and aligning your actions with the universe. I want you to think about this. Your birth chart is like a musical page. It shows the notes. You're the one who plays the song. Transits in astrology is the timing, when to act, when to pause, when to take risk, when to reflect. The combination is where the magic happens. A life that's both mathematical in precision and artistic in execution. For example, Saturn doesn't tell you what struggles you're going to be facing. It tells you where you need to focus on disciplining yourself right now. Jupiter doesn't define your luck. It shows you where opportunities are expanding for you during that year. The moon isn't just describing your emotions. They're meant to help you understand when you should release your projects. When you start thinking of astrology as a system of action instead of self-definition, life gets a lot simpler. Every decision becomes clear because you're no longer guessing, you are predicting. So, how do you make astrology practical? Well, here's the framework that I use to turn astrology into a predictive tool for my business. I always start with timing. Forget obsessing over your sun sign or your moon sign or your rising sign. Look at the transits. For example, if Saturn is moving through your chart, ask yourself, what structures do I need to be creating in my life right now to get what I want? Timing is everything in astrology. If you get this right, everything else will fall into place. And you want to think mathematically and act more creatively. Astrology is all about precision. It's like knowing the tides before you go out into the ocean sailing. But once you understand these patterns, you can create something truly unique. A business, a relationship, a piece of art that aligns perfectly with the energy around you and the energy of society. Use it to predict, not reflect. Instead of asking, what does my chart say about me, or when am I gonna get rich, or when am I gonna get married? That shit's stupid. Focus on the next step that the transit is pointing towards. Astrology is only useful if it leads to action. Reflecting without action is just mental masturbation. Why this is controversial and why this works is, well, I need to be blunt. Most astrologers won't tell you this because it's easier to keep you dependent on their advice. They want you to come back for another reading. They want you to keep watching their content, another self-reflection session, another vague idea about your cosmic destiny. But here's the thing, they're not wrong about astrology's depth. They're just stuck in it themselves, and then they keep you stuck in it. They make astrology overly complex, spiritual, and introspective when it's really just a tool to make your life simpler. It's meant to remove confusion about when to act, give you clarity on your next steps. It's meant to create with precision and flow. It is not to prevent you or explain your blocks so that you have an excuse to stay inside of them. When you use astrology like this, it becomes a system, not a crutch. It empowers you to stop thinking and start creating. Here's what makes astrology so powerful. It's not just numbers and transits. It's a way to create art out of your life. Listen, we're all gonna die. Think about it. We have this tool that precisely times out plans. It's been used for thousands of years. The execution, how you apply these insights, is creative. The result of life that feels aligned, effortless, and uniquely yours. This isn't about business or relationships. It's about everything. Your decisions, your energy, your purpose. It's about astrology being used as a tool to compose a masterpiece instead of staring at it as a blank page. So if you're tired of astrology that describes you, why you don't do this, or how your ex is coming back, and you're ready to start using it as a predictive, creative tool, what it's meant to be, here's what I want you to do. I want you to look down below. I have a link to my free community where I will teach you how to use astrology for action, not just reflection. I'll teach you how to time with the transits simply so that you can align your decisions with your internal universe. Stop guessing and start creating the life that you actually want. Click the link below. Let me show you how to make astrology work for you. No fluff, no bullshit, just clarity and precision and transformation, especially if you're a business owner.